It's been so long since I've had a good farming session. It's been ages. We need to wait for our teleport to come up. So many times. Oh my gosh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kablam. Go, go, go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Let's go to Caramel. Where is it? It's right at the end, of course, because last world. Haha. Aha. And over to the Quake Charmer. The Quake Charmer. I love Caramel music so much. It's just so... It gets in your head and just destroys your brain. And I love that about I love that about it. Right, where's Quake Charmer? He is over here. Over here. Over here. This one? This one? This one. Nice. Let me quickly check the cheats. It's been ages since I've done this. Ages. Actually, it's not been too long. It's been like 3 weeks, but I don't remember that. Luckily, we've got mob fights first, which is cool. Mob fights first. If anybody does want to join, you're more than welcome to as well. Okay. End of the first round, and then at the end of the fifth round, he'll cast Earthquake. That makes sense, because he is mean.
How old is your Ethernet cable? I was told you should try to replace those every year or two and try to reset your modem every 30 days.
I use Wi-Fi. I don't even have an Ethernet connection, which is probably why it keeps dropping all the time. So, yeah. Thank you for the 100, though. Thank you for the 100. Yeah. I don't use Ethernet, unfortunately. I don't have an Ethernet connection in my room. And I just, you know, I just can't be bothered. Wi-Fi works generally for what I need most of the time, except when I'm streaming. That's the one occasion where it's like, nah, we're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop. Just gonna stop. But yeah, I'm hoping to move sometime soon. So when I do, I'll have a more stable internet connection, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. But at the moment, it's not terrible. Generally, it just happens like kind of in the middle of the stream, and it only takes like a quick restart or just, you know, something of the stream to refix it. But generally, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's just frustrating. But yeah. What do you mean you don't memorize every cheat a boss has in game? How dare you? I know, I'm so sorry. I'm just the worst. The absolute worst. I apologize. I apologize, guys. I'm so sorry for my lack of knowledge on every single cheat boss in the game and not memorizing the cheats of people that I don't fight regularly. It's my fault. I honestly need to just think about my actions and improve. I'm gonna have to make a whole apology video. Wednesday's video is just gonna be an apology video because I have no other plans for Wednesday's video, so obviously has to be an apology video. Brent living on his own, I know, crazy. Crazy, imagine. Imagine. I was just curious and passing on some info. Was told by your ISP. And I know I am the US, but usually... Yeah, it does. It does. I also generally work with that sort of stuff as well, so... I kind of knew that. I didn't know that it was every 1 year. I knew you had to replace them pretty frequently. I didn't realize it was 1 year, though. That's insane. That's insane. Maybe it was just your ISP trying to get you to buy more Ethernet cables. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, thank you for the info. Very cool. I will keep that in mind. Brent's occupation is tech girl boss. 100%. Yep. I go up to people and I girl boss them real hard with technical stuff. It's a fun job, guys. It's perfect. It's great, you know. It's absolutely great. So this man's on shush you. I mean, it's kind of just hit quick and kill, basically. So we should be fine. We should be fine. Should be fine. Got you a nice Cat 6 cable coming. Ooh, nice, lovely. Those are fantastic. Those are really cool. We're just gonna pass. Why is this music so, like, loud and ominous? Don't like it. I don't like it. Not cool. Not cool. Rose is a grill boss. She is a grill boss. She is the grill boss. Don't mess with her. She will grill boss you into submission. 100% can confirm. Can confirm. Brent, addressing the allegations and why I will beat them. Oh, I'm about to die. That's great. This is great. I'm gonna die, guys. This is so good. Isn't there a badge in Pirate or Wiz called Grill Boss? It is. It's a pirate one, and Rose uses it. You didn't buy your cables from your ISP. You only rent your modem from them. Fair enough. Fair enough. ISPs suck, man. They suck. They are literally the worst. They are the worst. Every ISP sucks. End of story. End of story. No more needed to be said about that. I'm gonna have to Dragon next, and I hope that kills because I'm about to die. No. Unable to connect to server. Fine game. I will not help Brent. It happens. It happens to me way too much. That's also not my internet. Fun fact, that isn't because of my internet. That's just because Kings Isle hate people connecting from overseas. That's my opinion on that matter, at least. Making with the Quaken. I'm gonna die here. This is so sad. This is so sad. I'm literally going to die. Oh well, we can bull. It's fine. We'll win, right? Bull can kill everything. I didn't die, so it's okay. It's a win. It's a win. I'm shocked and upset that there are actual terms for these things. They aren't just called Wi-Fi box thing and internet snake. I think you're right. That is the correct term. Everyone else is wrong. I didn't kill! No! I'm gonna die. This is so sad. Bull has let me down for the last time. Oh no. Oh no. What has my life become? You had to spend the day farming for Waterworks hat because only Squid Boss drops it and not the other boss for whatever reason. Yeah, I usually get the Waterworks hat kind of quick as well, which is weird because it is only dropped by one boss. I'm dead. Yup, I'm dead. Oh well, it's fine. We'll retry again. Let's shake things up. How about no? How about no? That's my idea of let's shake things up. When I'm on my fire instead of my death, I accidentally run in with only half health because I'm used to spells draining. Yeah, I do that a little bit too, as you can see. As you can see, which is generally why I farm for things on my death instead of my fire, but I thought, you know what? It makes sense to farm on my fire. In shock, Brent died, I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I have let you down. I've made a continual lapse in my judgment. And I know that this time you won't forgive me, but if you could just look into the bottom of your heart, maybe you could find a way to forgive me for my lapse in judgment. Continuous lapse in judgment. That would be great. Forgive him, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for forgiving me. I apologize. I won't let it happen again. I swear. I swear I won't happen again. Rose is the living version of that "oh my god, she's so crazy" meme. Rose is crazy. Can confirm. Can confirm. In a good way, though. In a good way, not in a bad way. In a good way. Only sometimes, only all the time, except in a good way, though. Not a bad way, just a good way. Do I hit with the... It's one blade. We can't do 9,000 with one blade in a dragon. I'm not that good yet. Yes. MH, what is this? Sir, please no. I am young. I am young fire boy. Please no. Please no. No, I want to have children. Oh my gosh. Why would you do this? He's bullying me. This man's Quake Charmer is a bully. I don't like him. I really don't like him. He's not cool, not fair. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Okay, we're just gonna hit with the dragon right now. Just to get some damage on because we're about to die again. This is great. This is great. How did I solo this? How did I solo this to start with? That must have been 1 fluke and a half. Like, jeez. Jeez. Speaking of caramel, those episodes will be coming up this week. A lot of them, at least. I think we were in... I think there's 2 episodes more of Imperia coming later this week. 1 tomorrow, 1 the day after, and then we start into Caramel, which is exciting. And every single thumbnail has Nana in it somewhere, except one of them. And you'll know exactly which one it is because it's a good one to not have Nana in. But every single one of them has Nana in. And it's great. Oh, why would you do this? This is so sad. This is just disappointing me. This is disappointments. Yeah. But all but one of the... How? This is not going too well. Why was my teleport over there? Weird. We'll try one more, otherwise we're gonna just decide not to do this. And we will do it on my death instead. Because I know that he can 100% solo this man's. My fire is just not going too well. I've been playing on my death too much. This is not good. I'm learning my death habits of low health and just taking my time when I just need to blade and hit. ASAP. Except the first round when I can't blade. Unless I had Thingy-mabob do Hickabots it thing. But I don't. Aegis in my hand, which I don't. So yeah. I wish you could help. Your Wiz is only 115. It's okay, don't worry. Do not worry. Do not fear. Do not fear, WoW Mage. I will be fine. Just kidding. I'm dying, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'll be fine. I'll be great. Nothing's going wrong. Nothing could ever harm me. I am invincible. I tell myself that on a daily basis, and one day, you know what? It's gonna come true. I will be invincible one day. Mark my words, chat. You will remember this moment, for whence I have become invincible. You will remember this. If you farm bosses for Uber Gear besides Paradox, they drop any school piece. True. I just wanted a challenge of doing it on my fire because you know what? That sounds a lot cooler than doing it on my death. But it turns out that doing it on my fire, my death might have been the best option here. So it's fine, I guess. It's fine. Should have mentioned, but the balance dot detonates for a ton of damage. Yeah, it does. I did read that. I just decided to not take that into consideration because who would, you know? Who would? This is what, round 3? Should probably hit maybe not next round, but the round after. Let's just blade up one more time. Once more time. We'll then dragon. All will be good, hopefully. Ice and Life amulets are busted though. Are they really? Are they really? I didn't really look at the Universal one because I just always think that Universal will be bad. That's always my go-to. What's best for fire? Is it the Universal one or the fire one? What is with the bosses now with the dual school logo near their names? It's because it's to show that they have mastery in both schools. It's basically KingsIsle's way of ramping up the difficulty a little bit, without specifically ramping up the difficulty a little bit, you know? Kind of how it is. kind of what it is like. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. That hurt me. I could double meteor. That should kill. Ooh, that's doing nice damage. Nice. Hopefully he doesn't kill me here. Please don't do anything bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I have admitted defeat for the last time. In other words, add more shields. No, but the problem with shielding is he takes him off. He takes him off with his earthquake. So there's no point shielding. There's literally no point shielding. Because he takes him off with his earthquake, and he takes off blades with an earthquake, so it's better to blade and then... And yeah, okay, we're going on my death. I give up. Fire, bad. Universal is good, but the fire one is better. Only because of the blade card. Yeah, that's why I was going for these as well. Because I do like having a blade on my amulet. But at the same time, I also want to be good as well. I think that's a fair understanding of my knowledge of the game. I want a blade, but also I want to be good. I strive to be the best at everything I do, except defeating the Quake Charmer, because as you've seen, I'm not very good at that. I am not the best. Definitely not the best. We're adding Scion, for sure. For sure. We are going to destroy this man's, and he is never gonna fear me again. Actually, he will fear me. My goal here today is to make Quake Charmer fear me. Absolutely fear me. Which one is it? Not that one. Not that one. It's this one here. Have him quake in his cowboy boots. Yeah, instead of him being called the Quake Charmer, he'll be the Quaking Charmer. That's what his name will be. That's what his name will be once I'm done with him. He's going to be so scared and terrified, and he'll be like, oh my gosh, Brent, you're so cool. Please don't hurt me. It's gonna happen, trust me. It's gonna happen. Right, let's blade into a Scarecrow. GG. It's just Wiz, equip what you like. True. True. But I need a blade. That's all I enjoy. Blading. Blade. All I enjoy. Also because I'm going for like a weird strategy of utilizing Dragoon a lot on my fire is my plan. Watch them just bring out a whole bunch of good gear from Lemuria, and then my strategy of trying to get like, you know, 5 pieces of Dragoon gear to get like the whole set bonus, or not the whole set bonus, but a high set bonus, is going to be completely useless. Completely useless. But hey, it's my mission, so we're going to make it happen sometime. For sure. If you were Storm, you would have been dead round 2. True. 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 Watch it drop all fire gears. Watch this guy drop the fire amulet first try on my death. Actually, don't watch that happen because you'll all be mad at me, and I know that that probably won't happen because my luck with drops is terrible. My luck on anything other than packs is terrible. And I will continually say that. Shipper Falls was an outlier. It was an outlier. But holy moly, that rat spin that we got the other day on my life was crazy. That was insane. Absolutely insane. You can always drop it into your shed bank. Exactly, that's the plan. That's what I was going to do with most of this stuff anyway, because I prefer farming on my death a lot. I just prefer the... I prefer the playstyle of death than any other school. Plus, if I'm just like wanting to solo something, it's a lot easier than on fire, obviously, as you've seen, because I am terrible. I am terrible. But death is just... I find it a lot more relaxing to farm stuff on. Yeah. Caramel mobs do so much damage. I'm wondering about Lemuria mobs. I am too. And mind you, I have like, I think it's like 50 or something resist on this character. And they were ripping through me. Like absolutely ripping through me. Where's Rose? Let me just, I have what, the Croc Hat, which is 12. The Rattlebones Robe, which is 15. The Dragoon Boots, which are 13. My pet, which gives 15. I can show you now exactly how much I have. I have 58 resist, which is, yeah, 58. And they rip through me even still, which is why I go for... Some people ask why I don't just go for, like, a max damage setup, because I only have 140 damage, when theoretically you can get up to, like, 150, 160 damage on a death pretty easily now. But you lose out on so much resist, and there's just something, when I'm soloing, I'm not exactly great at the game. I don't claim to be the best at the game, ever. So having a nice bit of resist is pretty helpful. Very helpful. Also, I have recently invested in flat resist jewels. They are so good. They are actually, like, the best thing ever. I would recommend anybody getting flat resist jewels. They are so helpful. We're signing you so hard, dude. You don't even understand how hard I'm gonna scion you right now. Let's just pass. I'm being used for stat viewing. You are. That is your job. That is your job, Rose. It's because I know people don't like having their gear shown, but Rose is okay with it because I said so. Lemuria mobs will probably have more damage. I would say so. I would say so. Oh yeah, scion him real good. I will. Don't worry. It'll happen. Trust me. It'll happen. It'll happen. Flat resist jewels are honestly my newfound love. They're just so good. They are so amazing. People that play this game are so weird about stats, and I kind of get it, but like, when it's things like your Fire Wizard doesn't have 200 damage, you're bad, it gets weird. Also, I'm a big believer that people should play the game however they feel like, which is also why, like, my stats aren't exactly the greatest ever, because I could do so much upgrading. I'm still using a random ring. Is it a ring? I think it's a random ring from Chrysalis that I haven't upgraded ever, because it's okay. You know, it's not the greatest, it's not the worst. I don't need to upgrade it. I'll show you if you want. This ring, Ghost Dog Samurai Band, I got it while I was questing in Chrysalis, and I've used it basically ever since. Have not upgraded it, because it's actually decent with a whole bunch of damage and power pip, which I need for this set to make it a little bit more better. Plus, it has a square socket, so I can put more flat resist in when I get it. And you see, Rose is taking my advice too, because she's wearing a completely random ring from Chrysalis as well. Because they're actually pretty decent. I think that's the fire version of this ring here, which is pretty cool. Except for some reason the death one gives more damage than the fire one. Don't understand how that works, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. Do I blade? I think I blade this round. Next round I have to hit though. Used to be a major raider in WoW, so I know the patience and time it takes to get gears for tier 1 raids. And then for tier 2 raids and difficulty like normal, heroic, and mythic. Yeah, it takes... I mean, that's the fun thing about it. The fun thing about MMOs, in my opinion, is like the grind to get gear. It may be like boring, but also it's very satisfying at the end. That does so much, holy moly. It's also very satisfying at the end of the day when you actually finally get the piece that you want. And you're very satisfied. But some people don't like that. And then there's also people who are like so built into like the metas of this is the only way you can play ever, that like they kind of ruin it for everybody else. It's like people who are in Darkmoor farming for Darkmoor stuff like the FM or something, and they don't like people who don't have full Darkmoor gear. Like, what's the point of farming a place if you've already got the gear? Like, I don't understand. Of course you're not going to have the gear if you're doing a dungeon that gives gear, you know? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Some people are weird. Some people are just really weird, man. And I don't understand their, like, motives for it. But hey, that's the thing. I think I can silence him. I'm not sure. I really want to. I really want to. Rings don't give Pip power up after Darkmoor, which is Sag. It is, yeah. It really is. But Caramel Executive and Director rings are so good that I don't care about Pip chance. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Grinding isn't bad, nor is the time. But finding the right group, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the hardest part, honestly, is finding the right group to farm with. It is very difficult. Very, very difficult to do. What's shaking? I don't know. What's shaking? Stop earthquaking me! Oh my gosh! What is your problem? Jeez. He's going insane with the earthquakes. Holy moly. Holy moly, chicken butts. Right, let's go for a Scion after this. And he will 100% be dead. Otherwise, we'll have to go for a reshuffle. Which is not too bad. We can make that happen. We can make that work, but oh, that actually did a decent amount. Jeez. He's not quite dead. But he's close. He's like 100. We're definitely signing him. I mean, we have to. That's our only hit here. But he's got to be so dead. And we're definitely going to do double. I think he's under a third health. I'm pretty sure he is, at least. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. But by my maths, he is. I like the WoW system. For example, min of item level. For example, 475. I like Fire Executive Ring. Gives 19 damage. But only you drops it, I think. Yeah. So what that means is the average score of your gears must be at least 475 or greater to get that dungeon or raid. Or whatever raid and dungeon leader wants. That makes sense. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it, I think. That's a good way to do it. Right, he's dead. He's so dead. And I did Scion him. And he's dead. And it's great. Because I am the Skyon of Bartleby. You cannot stand up to me, dude. You better be quaking. Quaking. I made the Quake Charmer quake. Well, there's the universal one, which isn't too bad. Or the Wonder Bar universal one. We also got boots as well. The director boots. Interesting. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Already onto the right track. Yeah. Pretty decent. We will go again. When it loads. It's so funny we're talking about WoW in a Wiz stream because your dad is sitting right next to me playing WoW while you play Wiz. That's funny. That's funny. That's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Yeah. I've actually never ever played WoW. Never. Never played WoW. Ever. Is that like a bad thing or a good thing? I don't know. I don't know. MMO family, cute. It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. But no, what other games has people played here? Like other MMOs have people played? Like obviously WoW Mage has played WoW. Obviously. To each their own, Brent. Exactly. I'm just interested in this now. Like other than Wiz, what other MMOs have you played? EQ. What's EQ? EverQuest? Is that a thing? Is that what it stands for? I don't actually know if that's a game or if I'm just making that up. I think I've heard it before. It must be EverQuest. Must be EverQuest. Yeah, I was right, EverQuest. I've never played that one either. You used to terrorize your people on your dad's account by chasing the romantic around as a little goblin dude. Wow. That sounds like something I do to you all the time. Maybe it's karma. You play a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. Fair enough. You did not miss much, Brent. That's okay. That's unfortunate, but also that's good. I don't like missing things. Oh no, you're right. Other than Wiz, I play an MMO called Pirate101. I've never heard of that one. What's that one about? Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've heard of that one before, Dylan. More of an RTS player before. Wow, what is... I don't know what is RTS? I don't know half of these. Real-time strategy. Ah. Nice. I like those as well. Those are fun. Those are fun. Yeah. Used to play WoW with him. Then you got bored of it. You've played Neverwinter, Pirate, Final Fantasy 14. Nice. I've played RuneScape. I played that for a long time. That was like my one favorite like game back when I was like really little. Little Brent used to play RuneScape all the time. Apparently, that was my jam. That was my old jam. I've never actually played Club Penguin ever. Fun fact. Fun fact. Never played Club Penguin. Pretty sure RuneScape is older than I am. I think it came out in 2001. I think. In like January or something. Think. Yeah, the 4th of January 2001. It's like, it's only a couple weeks older than I am. Which is, no, a year and a bit older than younger than I am. I'm a year and a bit older than it. Yeah. It's older than my brother. Which is kind of funny. Oh, I forgot. Why did I blade first round? I am dumb! RuneScape came out before EQ. Yeah, it came out on January the 4th, 2001, apparently. So, yeah. Haha, you're old? Oh my gosh, I'm not. Remember the day when the Club Penguin server shut down? I do too, but I'd never played it, so I didn't really get too much of sadness from it. It's got 4 years on you. Oh no! Imagine being... Actually, there's a lot of people nowadays who are like younger than like popular games. Or old popular games, you know? It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but also scary. One day Brent will learn not to blade first round. Shh! It's fine, I am learning! I never claim to be good at the game or know strategy. I just make things happen sometimes. Don't worry. It'll happen someday. Oh, it'll happen someday. I'll be good, baby. Who knows? Let's just hit. Let's just hit. I will say this, when WoW was in talks about being created, it was 1998, 1999. I was at college. I was in college playing StarCraft Brood War. I wasn't born until the end of 1999, so for most of that, I would say probably all of that, when it was talked about being made, I wasn't even around. So, yeah. That's a thing. You are simply a nerd. It's okay. You're allowed to be. You're valid. You're valid. You're allowed to be a nerd. I think he's gonna... Wait. At the end of this round, right? I don't know. I don't know, I don't care. I'm still gonna win. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. You're older than WoW by 19 days. Fantastic. When was WoW released? 2004. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm older than WoW too. I'm older than RuneScape and WoW. I must be just ancient. Of course he earthquakes now. So sad. So sad. Why would he do this? Imagine having a name Quake Charmer and using Earthquake. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me! You were in Nerd Nirvana when you heard about WoW being made and Blizzard expanding the Warcraft universe. Exciting. Basically a grandpa. I know. I know. I'm so old. I'm so old. Ugh, I'm so old. But it's okay, I guess. I could be older. That's what I say to myself all the time. I could be older. You're older than WoW by 3 years. Oh my gosh. I'm older than WoW by about 4-ish years. 3 to 4 years. So, yeah. Why did I read that as puppy, Brent? I'm a dog now. Woof woof. Woof woof. Definitely. I will be older. I know. That's the problem. I don't get younger. Every day I live, I am older. So sad. You remember reading the Blizzard press release? Ooh. Exciting. Exciting. I remember reading the Pirate press release. And I was super hyped. Fun fact, Pirate 101 was like the one game that I was like, I saw the press release and was instantly excited about. Don't know why it was Pirate, but it was Pirate. It was Pirate for me. It was Pirate. And then they kind of like let it to rot. It was great. Yeah. It was great. It was great. That did a lot of damage. Holy moly, I'm gonna die. Oh no. But yeah, Pirate was like the game that I was excited to like play from the press release. I really do love Pirate. It's an amazing game, but it just got left. Yeah, it did. I still try and play occasionally. But it's kind of hard to like, I mean, my channel used to be like basically Pirate content for like 2 years. It's just hard to play when they're not making any updates because you can't really like make content around that. That's what I've found. I even find that with Wiz nowadays. I just can't make content around it because I don't like PvP. And that's kind of like the only thing that I can do at like in-game, really. So, or things that people would like, which even some people don't like PvP, so yeah. There's the fire ring. The specialist one, so not the greatest one. Not the greatest one, but the specialist one. Imagine if Hero 101 actually released. They would do one update. They would release it, do one update, and then there would never be any more updates ever. And then it would close down 3 years later. Fun fact, that's what would happen if Hero 101 released when it was meant to. You were born 2 years before me. Ooh, I was born in 1999. In December. December 1999. Making me 21. The only game that mattered was Animal Cove. Uh-huh, for sure, definitely. Makes sense. Completely. Become a theory crafter and try making new builds that are better than meta builds. I was trying to do that, but it just takes way too much work, and I honestly don't have enough time to do that. Plus, I like posting regular videos, like at least once a week. I was doing twice a week last month, which was cool, but I just can't do that all the time, unfortunately. Because like making weird builds, I would love to do that. I've always been interested in doing that. I just don't have the time to do that, unfortunately. Plus it's just, there's only so much gear that you can use that would actually be kind of, you know, interesting. You're born in 1997. Oh my gosh. Dylan is old. Dylan is older than me, therefore he is very old. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Dylan, for you being old. I'm so sorry. You feel old now. It's okay. You're allowed to be old. Everyone's allowed to be old occasionally. You graduated high school in 1997? I graduated high school in 2017. Oh, man. Jeez. Dylan and Joseph are our Boomer Plus members. They have the Boomer Plus subscription. WoW Mage also apparently has Boomer Plus subscription as well. And that's fine, you are all valid. You don't really care. Fair enough, fair enough. Jimmy Carter was the president of the US. Who's Jimmy Carter? I don't even know who that is. He obviously didn't do much if I don't know who he is, because you guys love talking about your presidents, and I have never ever heard of this Jimmy Carter man. So, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I really apologize if I'm roasting like a very famous president, but I've never heard of this Jimmy Carter dude. Never ever. Never in my life. Never in my life. The only US presidents I remember are the current one, the previous one, Mr. Obama, and Mr. President Obama, and then Bush. Those are the only presidents I remember. Jimmy Carter didn't do much, honestly. That's probably why. Why did I play it first round? Oh my gosh, I still haven't learned. That's probably why I haven't heard of him. Right. Probably why. Far from a boomer. 1978 is Gen X. I know. That's what my mum and dad say all the time. They're like, don't call me boomer. That is not right. We are not boomer. I'm like, okay, boomer. Just kidding. I'm not rude. I don't do that to people. I don't do that to people. It's still kind of funny though. But yeah, no. Everybody's valid here. You're all valid. Who was the Prime Minister in New Zealand in 2017? The Prime Minister in 2017 was... 2017 was an election year. We had two. We had the current Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. And then before that, we had Bill English. Who was only Prime Minister for like 200 days, because the Prime Minister before that, John Key, he finished, I think he finished at the end of 2016, he like stepped down. Yeah. Yee. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Never! I don't die, so I don't have consequences, haha. Something like that. Something like that. My actions never have consequences, ever. Never, ever. But yeah, that was the Prime Minister. And before those three Prime Ministers, we had Helen Clark. And that's all the Prime Ministers I remember. None other I remember. The only reason why I remember Helen Clark is because she put the anti-smacking law through, or the no smack law through. And it got passed, which means you cannot smack your child, which honestly kind of makes sense. Yeah. Age is just a number, and age is a matter of the heart. So true. So true. Your pet is at adult now, and he has perfect talent so far. I just don't have the snacks to get him higher. Oh no! Oh no. Where am I from? I am from New Zealand. A country that is generally left off maps. So you probably haven't heard of it. It's like east of Australia, but like far west of South America. Like really far west of South America. So far west that on a map it's over the other side. That's how you describe New Zealand. Fun fact. You want to go there someday? Yeah, it's a cool place. It's a cool place. You can't get in at the moment though. Rose, I'm going to ban you one day if you say Australia, that I'm from Australia one more time. I swear. I swear. It's the nation in the South Pacific east of Australia. Exactly. Exactly. Why? What do I do for a living? I am an audiovisual technician. Yeah. New Zealand is definitely one nation you definitely want to visit. It's a cool place. It's a very cool place. I do think that, like, part of it is overrated. So just be cautious of that. Part of it is 100% overrated. It's very expensive as well. Like, everything here is really super expensive. So, yeah, that's my warning. That is my warning. Otherwise, it's a great place. You should all come when you're allowed in. You're not allowed in at the moment, though, because of obvious travel restrictions and stuff like that. Yeah. You played this game for, like, 6 years through your young teens. Doesn't seem like very many people play anymore. There's still a decent amount of people. Not obviously like right now at this current moment because it's quite late in the US. But if you're on in like the weekends or something, it's pretty packed. Not as packed as it used to be, but still there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Do you guys have different currency? Yes, we have the New Zealand dollar. It looks cool. I can show you. I'll show you. Do I have a bill? I do. I have a dollar bill. We don't have a dollar bill, actually. I'll show you some of our monies. Here is a... Do I have a 20? I have a 20. Here is a $20 bill. It has the Queen on it. And it's plastic, unlike US money that has, not plastic. Not plastic money. Fake paper money. Yeah. Conversion rate. Terrible. Terrible. $1 US is $1.42 New Zealand. Which is all very well if you're changing your money over to New Zealand dollars, but if you're changing New Zealand dollars over to American dollars, it's not great. It is not great. US money can survive a washing machine cycle. I am assuming only one, though. Ours can survive everything you throw at it and more. Which is pretty cool. Like, it can survive multiple washing machine cycles. You can, in fact, go swimming with it, okay? And it'll be fine. Perfectly fine afterwards. Yeah. What's the current max level? It is 140. Level 140. Money laundering. Hi Sheila, welcome. How's it going? I swear it was like 60 back when you first started. Probably. 110 when you quit, I think. Polaris. There's been, what's been after Polaris? Mirage, Imperia, and Caramel. 3 worlds after Polaris. And then there is a new world coming out in the next couple months, which is exciting, and probably a level 150 max level after that, which will be cool. It looks like Technicolored toilet paper, Brent. Oh my gosh. Maybe you guys can't see it. The lighting isn't actually the greatest. Let me see. Let me show you the $50 one is actually one of my favorite ones. It's purple. It's purple. I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me go to like full face. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see if this will show. This is a purple bill. It's got a man on it. Got a man on it. This bit here is see-through as well. Yeah. There's a little bit of green. That's why it was like flipping a little bit. E. E. Fortnite gamer now. Fair enough. Each to their own. Each to their own. Purple! I know. Imagine having purple money. Imagine having money that has different colors. Imagine. Imagine. Crazy. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it's not all green? We only have one green. We only have one green. And that's the $20. Fun fact. Moving to New Zealand just for money. Do you solo every world with your death? Yes, I do. I do. Welcome, by the way. We do foreign exchange students. Yes, we do. I don't know how you get in. Obviously, I've never really looked into it because I don't need to be a foreign exchange student in New Zealand. I also don't know how many we're accepting at the moment, obviously, because we have pretty tight restrictions currently of who can actually enter the country. So I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah. But I'm sure if you Google it, it'll pop up somehow. Somewhere. I'm part Canadian, I can imagine well. Sheila's part Canadian. This is news to me. Sheila has queen in her blood. This is exciting. Sheila, I never knew this about you. This opens up so many different possibilities. We can now talk about the Queen, and you will slightly understand what I'm talking about. US money being like 10 and 100 are not green. Okay, that's enough creativity. Wait, 10 and 100 aren't green? What color are... I thought all of them were green. What color are 10 and 100? That's crazy. That's what people in the northern border states call Canada. Money is technicolored toilet paper. Not as an insult, but it feel like it compared to the US money. That's because most US... I'm passing, guys. I'm passing. I've learnt my lesson. Just this round. Just this time. Just this time. You have dual citizenship. Ooh. You have French-Canadian ancestry. Exciting! Definitely not now. I was literally exposed to COVID 3 days ago. Oof. Yikes. Stay safe. Stay safe. 10 is more white than green. Fair enough. 100 is more on the blue side. Whoa, we have a blue one. I think the $10 is blue. Is it $10? Yeah, $10 blue. Orange is 5. Green is 20. Blue is 10. And then we have the 50, which is purple, and then the 100, which is like a reddy orange color, kind of like the 5, but like a little bit darker. Kind of. That's the best way to describe it. We don't have any other dollar bills. We don't have dollar bills. We don't have $2 bills. We don't have any others. That's all we have. 5, 10, 100, 50, 20. We have coins though, but only 10 cent, 50 cent, 20 cent, $1 and $2. In case you're wondering. I wish we still called dollar bills greenbacks. I mean, but they're all green though, so therefore they're all green. And therefore you would be calling all of it green. Right? Right? They're shades of green, but they're green. Guys, don't worry, they're just different shades of green. I'm sure no one will ever get confused. Because that makes sense. That makes complete sense. I do like the idea of the loony and the toonie that Canada has. And they're all the same size. Ours are different sizes. They go up in size depending on how much value they are. For example, the $100 bill is the biggest and the $5 bill is the smallest. Fun fact. Fun facts with Brent. Very exciting, I know. I know. Giant money. It's not giant. It's just bigger. I'll show you. I think I have both of them. Do I have both of them? Do I have both? I have a $5. And do I have 100? I do have 100. Nice. Mate. Do not break. Do not break 100. Please don't flex like that. I will. I will. All for you. All for you, Rose. I'll put the 5 on top of the 100 and you'll see the size difference. Okay. Let me show you real quick. So they're like lined up at the edges. Pretty much. And that's like the difference. The top is obviously the 5 and then the 100 is the back one. They're like pretty big size difference there. You guys asked, okay? You guys asked. I just have a lot of cash because I never use cash. I always use my card instead, so I just have a lot of cash in my wallet because I can't be bothered going to a bank to put it in there. I am lazy. I am lazy. That's the only reason why I have cash on me. It's because I just never go to the bank because I can't be bothered going to the bank. Yeah. Why such a different size? So you can differentiate it. It goes up in like a really decent progression. But it's mainly so you can differentiate. Also, it makes it harder to forge because they're all different sizes. At least that's why I think they're mostly different sizes. Yeah. I never use cash. Most of my cash is just stuff that I've gotten from like the really few times that I use cash and get change, or from like grandparents and stuff for birthdays and stuff. So, yeah. If you have a bunch of 20s and a few 5s, one could lose the 5s. Yeah. I have hundreds that I never spend and then ask why do I feel broke. Fun fact, I had quite a lot, quite a sizable amount of just cash that I had in my my in case of emergency break jar is what I like to call it. My mum called it my zombie apocalypse fund. I'm gonna get both of these blades yeeted in a second, which is great. Did I find it? No, I didn't. No, I didn't find a few bits of it. But yeah, it was my in case of zombie apocalypse fund. And it was quite sizable. And I counted it, not realizing how much was in there. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot. That is quite a lot. I then put most of that in the bank because that's probably the safest place for it. I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but it was a sizable amount. Nothing like super crazy, but it was definitely a large zombie apocalypse fund. Yeah, $7 whole. It was like $7 whole for sure. Something like that. Yeah. Higher or lower than 100? Higher. Higher than 100. I had about $25 in coins. And then a whole bunch of notes. 500. It was more than 500. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Okay, there's the myth. There's the myth one. That's pretty good. The myth bad one, by the way. The Wonder Bar. The Wonder Bar one. My man's was rich during the apocalypse. If money would be valid. That's the problem. Money probably wouldn't be worth anything in a zombie apocalypse. So, I don't think zombies would take money. Do you think zombies would take cash? Oh, because I don't know. If US money was different sizes, I'd be afraid I would lose the smaller bills. Yeah, no, Wonder Bar's fine. It's just not Uber. So therefore, it's not great. That's my mindset. That's my mindset of it all. Just hand in the bill and they walk away. I don't know if that's how it would work in a zombie apocalypse situation, but hey, I don't want to also find out how. Yeah, I've done caramel completely already on this character. I did that ages ago. I finished it in like January or something. I've done caramel on 2 characters now. Completely. On 2 characters. We're just farming Quake Charmer a little bit for some gear. Probably never gonna get it, but hey, that's fine. That's fine. When did I finish it? When did I finish it? Playlists. Fire walkthrough. Back to the bottom. That's area. Episode 305 was January the 16th, 2021 was when I finished it. So I've been finished with caramel for ages on this character. For nearly a whole year. They're apparently going to be posting some teasers about Lemuria on, or something that would most likely be teasers about Lemuria on their Instagram over the next few weeks, is what they said. So yeah. Well, now I am asleep. Good luck with farming. See you later. Bye, River. Thank you for stopping by. Catch you later. Yeah. The small bills aren't that small. No, they're not that bad. I'll show you in comparison to what is like a good comparison. What is a good comparison to make for like the $5 bill? Oh, this is the old one. That's the old one. I'll show you the old one. I'll compare it to a Bic pen. And then you can understand what the size actually is, because everyone has a Bic pen. 100%. Not sponsored by Bic, by the way. This is the old bill in comparison to the Bic pen. As you can see, it is about the same size in length as a Bic pen. That is the smallest bill that we have. Does that help put it in, like, comparison of how big it actually is? You do actually have that pen. I know. I thought people would have that pen. That's why I used it. That's why I use it. It's a good comparison tool, because who doesn't have a Bic pen? Who doesn't have a Bic pen? Also, it's basically like a standard size pen. Most pens are about that size, so... It's about the same size in length as a biro, if that helps. I'm learning, chat. I'm learning. I didn't blade this time. But yeah. Yeah, so they'll be releasing some form of teasers on their Instagram, probably starting this week coming, and then continuing basically until Test Run. I expect Test Run will be out in probably about a month, I would say, at most. Because it is getting towards the end of September. Usually Test Run's out around this time in October, if not earlier. So Test Run will be coming in about 4 weeks. The latest, I would say. If you've done this world on this character, why is all the dialogue coming back? Because it always does. The dialogue always comes back if you're doing a dungeon. Because dungeons don't... if you go into a dungeon, it's like its own special thing, and you still get dialogue. At least that's how it's always worked for me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I haven't completed the quest. In fact, I can tell you I have. I've completed every quest but 2 in the game. And those 2 are the Lemuria pre-quests, so... yeah, I've definitely completed Caramel. I've done all of the side quests as well in Caramel. And Mirage, and Imperia, and Polaris, and Azteca, and Crocotopia, and Wizard City, and all of them. All of the side quests. The only quests I haven't done are the 2 Lemuria pre-quests, which we're doing before Test Run. Before Test Run comes out. Yeah. All but 2 in the whole game. Yes, all but 2 in the whole game. Even the one that they changed recently. It used to be only 1 quest that I hadn't done in the whole game, and that was one singular side quest that wasn't put in the, if you did, like, Quest Finder, it was never, like, put there. It's the one in Marleybone about castle magic, but they put it in Quest Finder, so I had to do it. But that used to be the only side quest that I hadn't done. The only quest, in fact, that I hadn't done. But yeah, I've done all of the quests in the game except those 2 pre-quests, which I haven't done yet because I'm going to be doing them just before Test Run. So probably in about, actually a couple of weeks, I'll be recording the first episode of the next Death Walkthrough episode, which will be exciting. Very cool. I've got some actual big, like, plans that I want to do for the Death Walkthrough. It's going to be great. It's going to be cool, I hope. I hope you will enjoy it. I've got some, like, big plans that I want to do with it to kind of just, you know, revive it a little bit. Because the old, you know, it's not as exciting as it used to be. And it's kind of just like, you know, times have changed. And the Death Walkthrough needs to change with them, in my opinion. So, yeah. It'll be getting a refresh. Wow, that was a very quick run. Jeez. We got the balance director. Yeah, kind of bad. Kind of bad, not gonna lie. Ooh. The death. The death boy. The death man's. The death. Death, except it's tier. But death. Hello. Hello. Hi. We might do one more run and then I'm gonna finish off because, it's actually kind of late. And I wasn't gonna be streaming for too long today. But I'll be streaming tomorrow at the normal time of 1 PM my time. And it'll be great. And we'll probably be doing Pirate, I would say, with Rose, hopefully, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, so that'll be cool. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. Normal time. So, yeah. This will be the last run for today. Yeah, I'm farming for the amulet. For my fire. Not for my death. My death amulet I'm fine with at the moment. It's for my fire. What time is it for me? It is 6:03 PM. In other words, about to be dinner time. Yeah, actually dinner time is probably in about 20 to 30 minutes. But, yeah. But, yeah. I want to start wrapping up a little bit because I've got to do a couple things before tomorrow morning as well, which sucks, but hey, It's how it goes. It's 2 a.m. for you. I know. It's also why I try not to make these late streams too long, because I know people like sleeping. And people should sleep. And I don't want to be the sole reason why, you know, little Johnny doesn't go to school in the morning, you know? Because he's too exhausted, okay? I don't want to have that on my conscience, you know? Little Johnny, you need to go to school tomorrow, okay? You need to go to school. But yeah. Who said that? Me, myself, I said that. Sleep, what is sleep? I don't know, man. I don't know. Sleep is for the weak. Just drink more coffee. But little Johnny needs to go to school tomorrow. And if he doesn't make it to school, then it'll be so sad. And I will be thinking about it all day. And it'll be all my fault. That's why I can't stream too long when it's late streams like this. It's not because of you, it's because of me. It's not you, it's me. I guess I'll go to school tomorrow. I know. I can't... It's so weird for me. Since I finished high school, I haven't been, like, going to school since 2017. The end of 2017, December 2017, because that's when we finished school in New Zealand. I did online classes in 2018. I hated it. Online classes suck. I have to say, they're just so frustrating. Especially when you have, like teachers or whatever you want to call them that don't really care. It just sucks. Also, I find I just get way too distracted. I'm like really good at distracting myself. I am the procrastination king, honestly. I need to be, if I'm going to do something, I have to be like at the place where I'm doing it. If I'm at home and like, you know, doing work, I just always like default to, you know, streaming, YouTube, that sort of stuff, okay? Because I enjoy it. And like, I'm home, that's what I need to do, you know? Whereas like over the last like 3-4 weeks, I've been working from home for my job, doing a whole bunch of training, and it has been so hard. It has been so hard to like motivate myself to not do like, hey, you know, there was one day, I think it was last week, I'm like, hey, you know what, let's just make some random, like, let's just change, get good. And I ended up doing that for like 3 whole hours, you know? And that's normally how much I was trying to do each day from work. Because I had, what, 16 hours to do. And I'm usually like, okay, we'll do like 4 hours a day, you know, problem solve. 4 hours a day for 4 days a week, problem solved. Then the other 3 days I can focus on YouTube and streaming, okay? Problem solved. But it was so difficult. It was like really, really hard. So hard. Because usually when I sit down at my desk, I'm like, okay, video, time to go. Let's think of a video. Let's stream or something like that, you know? Not like this whole, hey, you know what you could be doing? You could be like, you know, learning stuff for your job. And I'm like, how about no? How about no? But anyway, that was a long tangent. I find it so weird that people still go to school. Like, you know, like, what? It's just after I finish school, I'm just like, people still go to school? That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Kind of weird, man. For me, home is for home and work/school is for work. I understand that, but for me, since I've been doing like YouTube and streaming since 2015, basically, home and during the daytime/early evening is for streaming and YouTube, okay? Anytime that I'm not at home during that time zone, that's for work. Or generally work, but also sometimes, you know, catching up with friends or something like that. But generally work. And when I'm at home during those time zone and forced to do work, I just cannot, I cannot do that because I'm like, hey, it's time for me to like, you know, do all of the stuff that I want to do for YouTube. Like, hey, let me just edit a video. Or let me record like a video for 5 hours because it kept failing. That's a fun fact that's coming soon. It was pain. It was a pain video. It's still in the works. You know, that's that sort of time for me. Not for like this whole like, you know, work from home. What? I don't do that. I don't do that. My work from home is YouTube and streaming. Not that I get paid much for it, but like, you know, that's what I do when I'm at home working. Not working from home in a conventional job. I don't do that. But yeah, friends in this economy, I know, right? I haven't actually, this is gonna sound really bad. I haven't actually had like I haven't caught up with friends like outside in probably like 3 or 4 months. And before that, it was probably longer than that. Just because I don't really, I don't have too many friends to start with. And secondly, I just don't really talk much or like plan much things anyway. You know, I just prefer to be at home doing whatever I want to do. You know, instead of having to rely on friends and then, you know, they be late and I'm like, ugh, get angry at them. It's just not worth it. It's just not really worth it, you know? Just not really worth it. Also, a lot of things you learn at school won't actually apply. True. The only math I need to know is how much my bills are. The only math I need to know is how to use a calculator. That's the only math I need to know in my life, honestly. Anything else, anything other than that, basically useless. I don't need to know trigonometry. I did statistics. I don't really need to know that. It actually comes in kind of handy with YouTube. For me, I think statistics was probably like the most sort of thing that I take away from math, other than how to use a calculator. But like, you're 100% correct. The majority of things that you learn in school, unless you're doing it every day. Oh no, thank you for the raid. I'm about to finish though. I hope your stream was fantastic. Welcome you guys. I'm gonna have to send you off to someone else soon because I'm finishing off, unfortunately. But welcome. We're just farming Quake Charmer. This is our last run and he's about to die soon. I know, so sad. But welcome. How was your stream, Cabbage? Thank you for the raid. What's up? We are farming Quake Charmer. It was great. That's good. That is very good. We're farming Quake Charmer for the Fire Amulet. Yeah, don't worry. I'll send you off to someone else. In just a little bit. Once we're finishing up, I'll send you all off. I'll send you all off to someone. I know. I always get raided at like the most unfortunate times. I swear. Whenever I get raided, I'm about to finish. Or just finishing. It's always how it is. It's quite funny. I just have unfortunate luck with getting raided, I think. It's just really unfortunate luck. But welcome. Welcome all of you. You are welcome here. I'm just gonna pass until we get Scion. That's the plan. That is the plan here. A lot of the facts and equations can be looked up on the internet these days. So true. So true. That's the problem. Like, the internet has gotten to be such a fantastic place that everything you need to know you can find out online. Like, everything. Okay? I've been learning how to use, like, a really, like, niche visualizing software for, like, lighting systems over the past few weeks from 2012, because it's the only one we have available to us at the moment. And there's just, for some reason, even though it's like 2012, there's just so many videos on it that you can like learn and actually understand. But like, YouTube is such a good place for learning. And there's just a lot of things that schools don't really teach you, but you can easily find on YouTube. Like, for example, editing. Didn't really learn much of that in school up until year 12, which is my second last year of high school. I don't know what you call that in the US. But yeah, most of like my video editing skills have come from like watching tutorials on YouTube and that sort of stuff. And that's like, YouTube is such a good thing to utilize to learn things. It's so much better than like sitting in a class and, you know, listening to your teacher or whatever, like telling you how they think you should do it, you know? Because half of the time they're correct, but also they just don't make it entertaining, you know? And half of the things you just don't care about. Ooh, We got the myth, top myth, top boy myth. And we also got the top boy myth of, amulet as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, they really just dropping me amulets today of myth. They love myth amulets here, apparently. Apparently. Fair enough. Why does that one not give blade, but this one does give blade? I thought Guten... Is it Wonderbar that's the best? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the tiers of this place. How do you have so much bag space? I bought all of the bag elixirs because I ran out of bag space too much. There's, where is it? I may not be able to see it. Expand backpack bank elixir. Expand backpack elixir. Where's that? There. Expand backpack elixir. You can buy, I think, 4 of them. But basically, you can get up to 300 bag space with those elixirs. They're very handy. If you have the crowns and you're running out of bag space, I find them very handy. But yeah, you can do that. There's the things. You can also expand your bank as well, which I've done as well, because I used to have a very, very, very full bank from all of my evil magma peas. I also had to expand my friends list because obviously, while I'm streaming, people like to add me. I try and clear out my friends list quite a bit. How much are we at? Yeah, we have 200 friends max, which I have actually cleared out recently because I was way too full. So... yeah. But yeah, that's how I have so much bag space. Yeah, is there one for gold? No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, if only. I would love to have that, though. If there was one for gold, that would be so good. That would be amazing. Unfortunately, there's not. There's only expand friends, expand bank, expand backpack. Yeah, those are the only ones. Unfortunately. Can't even buy mounts for gold anymore. Can you not? Did they remove them? That is so sad. That is so sad. What was it? It was the... what one was it? It was one of the horse mounts. Did they remove it? The panther I thought you could buy for gold. That's so sad. Oh, you can. You can buy the horn sweeper. You can buy the dark red wing. You can buy the enchanted broom. You can buy the blue dragon. You can buy the chestnut pony, the black stallion, the proud lion, the royal lioness, the Bengal tiger, and that's it. There's a few. There's a few of them. Not many. Not many, but they're still there. They're still there if you wanted. Anyway, we're gonna raid someone. Who should we raid? Man, I haven't streamed this like in so long. There's so many one viewer Wiz streamers. Crazy. Imagine me being the second top Wiz streamer. Oh, who should we raid? Do you have any suggestions for raid chat? The ones you already have. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think most people have most of them. Do we have any suggestions for a raid target? Probably not. Let's go for... let's go for this one. Let's go for this one. Sounds good. Someone cool. Well, hopefully this person is cool. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all tomorrow, normal time, with another stream. As always, remember to craft outside the box.